What's up, everybody? Welcome back to IGN's E3 live show for 2014. I'm your host, Greg Miller, alongside my old friend, Tomas. How you doing?
How's it going, Greg? How's E3 for you?
You know, it's going well. I'm tired, but I'm going to finish strong. We're going to dominate this. We're going to see Lords of the Fallen, a game.
We do. We definitely.
A game I took a demo for a long time ago, like a PAX Prime.
Oh, that one. Yeah, you've seen it.
And I went in there and I was like, oh, what is this game going to be? And then I did like one of these, and it turned out that it was awesome. And you've shown it to me since. Now you're going to show it to everybody right here, and you're telling me you're using a whole different armor set to make it different, something we've never seen before.
The idea that I've had for this is we could try to walk through the same area that we're letting people hands-on in this show, and I thought I could use some slightly different strats. So a lot of folks might have not known that you can try to do a lot of things. For example, there's going to be an enemy in just a second that a lot of people just try to, fight in a... Let me just this one. Anyways.
Let me just kill this guy. Let me kill this horrible
I'm trying to play
monster.
it, talk at the same
I know.
time. So it
Hey, you planned your demo. You can't yell at me about it.
Anyways, what I'm trying to say that there's going to be a heavier guy in just a sec. These guys are blind. That's why they're swinging like crazy.
Well, that's what's cool about Lords of the Fallen is that every one of the enemies here has like a story to them, right? Whenever I see this, what I love about it is the fact that it is not hack and slash. You need to go in, find your enemy.
Tactical.
Exactly. Find your enemy, see how he reacts, her weakness, and then go for it.
Yeah. A lot of people, what they're trying to do, there's a heavy big opponent in here, and they're trying to put him in here and then make him fall down these wooden planks. He's just too heavy and he breaks them.
Yeah.
But I thought I can actually show how to easily defeat him even without doing that, because throwing him down seems to everybody like the easy way to do it. But if hello buddy, yeah, there we go. If I start off with a spell, and then I try to wait his charge, just a sec, and there's even a slow one. Nice. It can be done quite easily.
Well, yeah,
not a lot of people know that. I just wanted to show. And he was.
Your game's easy. Decided. Your game's too easy. Everybody knows it.
I'll pop up a consumable that restores my spells, my magic regeneration, and there's a next opponent in here that I also want to tackle in a bit faster and a bit more efficient way. There we go, our spell is ready by now. So, if I try to use similar tactics against the spider, throw in a spell, and then just finish him on with this, you can do it. You can do it, especially with a hammer that is a very heavy weapon, and if you just know how to time your attacks, if you know how to deliver the tremendous damage, it's quite possible. Also, I'll put on the heavy armor that I just found, the one that you've mentioned, Armor of Courage, and there's actually a cosplayer of Harkin wearing the same armor around here.
He is a very intimidating young man.
Oh yeah, he doesn't talk too much, and he doesn't have to.
He doesn't need to talk. You just take whatever you want and go. Just get away from me, you psychopath. I don't want you to touch on.
Yeah, this one I'm interested in. A lot of people use spell in here, so I'll probably just try not to use spell, just to be a little bit. What you will also notice is that I take way less damage when I actually wear this heavy armor, because it's a slightly different way of playing.
Is this a good way? Is this going heavy armor right now? Is that a good way for people to get the feel for the game, you think? Because it's a little bit more forgiving.
I know a lot of people will actually want to try out the strats that they don't mind being a bit slower.
Yeah.
But as long as they can block effectively and they don't take a lot of damage, they can try to, break through enemies. This is probably going to be something very good for them. And very interesting thing is that if you use this guy uses a shield wall. If you use a heavy armor, a lot of your attacks are not going to be interrupted by enemies because of the fact that you have way higher stability.
Sure.
I think it's just one of the many valid strats that you might want to take throughout the game. Okay, I blocked this attack. I think if I try to break through his shield, that might work.
There you go. Good job. Yeah, I'm going to go in. I'm going to go light. I want to move quickly.
I
want to roll. I want to be able to get it. But I know I'm going to sacrifice the ability to take any damage. But I'm not going to take any damage because I'll be so quick on my feet.
You know what we'll do in that case? We'll try to find a rogue armor, the lightest one that we have in this demo.
Okay.
And I'll switch to a light weapon. I'll switch to daggers. And I'm going to show you how it plays out. There's a secret. Nobody knows about it. Please don't tell
I hope
anybody.
Somebody on the IGN wiki team is writing all this down. Because you are showing how to dominate this level.
There we go. Most of the armors in the game are not actually going to put like as a set in one place, so it can be scattered.
Right.
But this one, it's a secret one, so it's we just put it in one spot. There we go. And I'm going to switch to daggers. And if you use I'm going to be way faster right now, as you can see. And I'm going to be using these daggers to try to as you said you like fighting in a bit faster way, so I'm going to try to pull off a special combo on a guy that is just up ahead. Yeah, there we go. And
so, for people watching at home, you don't pick a class at the onset of Lords of the Fallen. You can switch around however you want, weapons, what you are, how fast you are.
You can actually, you do. You know what? I just made it a whole lot more difficult because I got two guys on my.
Well, now we get to see how good you are at the game you created.
I just died.
Not that good. We have our answer. We're going to find out how good it was.
I forgot to pop a potion. That was my mistake, pretty much.
It's okay.
The class that you choose, the most important thing about the get-go of the game, the start of the game, is you choose the magical part of your character, supernatural class, supernatural spells, and you choose, let me just very quickly, and you choose the spells of your character, pretty much. This is what you choose at the beginning. And apart from that, all the gear that you're using, exactly the way that I'm doing it right now, that was nice. All the gear that you're using is pretty much class independent. So you can, I'm trying to find the other guy, there we go. I missed that, nice. So there are attributes of your character, nice backstab. There are attributes of your character, and there are also there's also a gear that you can use. Not only armors, not only weapons, also shields, and all of that. Not all of that, but a lot of that is actually craftable. So you will be able to modify your gear towards your needs, so that you don't manifest your playstyle only via. Ouch. Okay. So,
get out of there! Remember this guy.
No, and now I do what a lot of people does when they're in a hurry. So yeah.
That seemed easier than your other spell.
It's once you actually time out the other way, and I wanted to save spell for this one. Maybe it's good that I died because I can show all the.
Now you're showing the alternate way to play.
Yeah.
Lords of the Fallen. That's how I say your game's title around the office, by the way.
Sorry?
That's how I say your game's title around the office. I never say Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen.
It almost sounds like time for some news.
It does. I guess it does have that same ring. Huh.
Okay.
You just totally pegged me as a one-trick pony, and I didn't even know. Huh.
Let me get rid of this guy here.
Be careful then.
And I'll shoot a spell. Oh, it's not ready yet. Then I'll just try this. Okay. Well, we're really close to the save point. It's not active now, but you can see it downstairs. And the interesting, it already gives you an idea of how frequent the save points are going to be in Lords of the Fallen. So this is pretty much it. I'm not sure though whether we're going to have to go through the whole boss fight. That is just up ahead of us, but I would at least like to show it to you and show tactics with this boss fight. What we'll try to do is we'll try to use a heavy strategy on the boss. It's not going to be, let me just pop a spell and finish the poor guy. And there's a spider.
You didn't even have a shot. You're not even giving these guys fighting chances.
Well, I did some homework at home, you know.
Get him. Yeah. One more hit, you got him.
Okay, he was faster. Now, maybe this way.
Good job. Good job.
Okay. Anyways, you know, I'll just spend my XP before I actually go into a few words about it.
That's fine.
You can actually bank the XP that you have when you use a save point. Enemies won't respawn now. They only respawn when you die.
Gotcha,
when you're at the save point, you can actually bank your XP if you want to. I got, 3,100 XP right now. You can bank it if you want to, so you don't have to spend it right now. But once you get to the boss fight, you might want to say, okay, I kept these points to distribute right now, so let's spend it on strength, and let's spend one on endurance, for example. So this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to wear heavier armor.
Going back to what works.
Yep. And what I'm going to be doing, this boss is very fast and very heavy. So what I'm going to be relying on is the fact that I can effectively block. And whenever he hits me, because fighting in a way like this is actually, he will hit. It's kind of bound to happen. I'm not going to take as much damage. And this is a brute kind of boss. He likes to get in close. And he likes to, he's got very, very fast strikes. And he also likes to torture another. I'm not going to spoil what's behind this crate.
What went wrong in the childhoods of your designers? Who can come up with these monsters?
Well, figuring out the jobs that they have, maybe something went right. It's a cool job, isn't it?
That's a good point. That's a good point, I guess.
All right,
let me try all that angst and funneled it into this video game.
That's one of the tactics that is very effective against this guy. Now I gotta move away. Interesting things, a lot of people have problem with this attack, but with a heavy armor, I can actually block it.
Nice.
which not everybody knows. Oh, these are technical details. I don't want to bore you, but I just think it's cool. Now I got hit.
Gotta roll
Still,
earlier,
it just
bro.
consumed. Yeah, it
Dodge
just,
roll, come on.
I tried to dodge roll, but with this armor, it's quite... No, bad timing is bad. Wonder if he's gonna get me. We're gonna run out of time. If we're gonna actually finish him. Or if I'll die. Wonder what happens.
Stay tuned to IGN.com to find out.
Come on.
Either way. There it is.
Good timing. We're gonna see the next phase of this fight. He's gonna get enraged. I don't want to get hit now. Okay, I did actually.
You gotta get out of there when he does that. He was telegraphing.
He did, but I'm just not moving fast enough to get out on time. There was a grab attack.
Well, again, that's your own fault. You put on this heavy armor. I was telling you, light stuff's better.
But there's a trade-off because right
Sure,
now the hits
sure.
that he deals don't hit me so hard.
There you go.
Good. Not doing too bad.
No, you're looking pretty good for a guy who made the game.
We're almost at the third stage of this fight, and then he's still gonna introduce a new attack. I'm still trying to bait him this one.
There it is.
Good. There's the next stage.
And so it's the life chunks, right? Because they're broken up and segmented that then signify what stage you're
Yeah,
going to.
they're not too obvious, but if you look closely, yes, that's true. You're gonna see them broken down in segments. So I got like 2 heavy strikes that I gotta deal to him.
Thanks, son.
Unless, of course, he's gonna be... Oh, that was a well-timed roll. You can actually even block his strikes, which is very, very hard if you're in a light armor, because they either take you down or just stun you.
So he has an orange bar and you have an orange bar. They
This
go to,
orange bar is a rage.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Is it? That's not. You didn't.
Bad
That
timing.
blocking did not work for you, Tomas.
Anyways, I'm gonna get him. Don't
Sure
worry.
you are.
If we
I
just have
believe in
1
you.
minute, I promise I can make it.
Don't make promises you can't keep. It's
You
all
know
on the
that-
line here.
You know that there was a time where we thought as a dev team, okay, you know what?
What are you doing, Tomas? Oh my God, Tomas.
You know what? I have a spell
Oh,
ready. I
doctor,
almost
you're.
forgot.
Oh, jeez. Here we go. Got him on the ropes. Go!
All right, so it's either me or him now, right? You know what? I feel lucky today.
What are you doing?
I was lucky.
Oh,
I
wow.
was lucky. Normally that doesn't work like that. So yeah. There's going to be a message from developers that normally people who play hands-on here. So thanking for the time spent with Lords of the
So
Fallen.
right now you're thanking yourself for doing this.
Pretty much. I was lucky. I'm happy. It worked out
you
well.
should
It
be. Your
worked out
game
well.
looks great there.
Lords of the Fallen, the game that we definitely wanted to feel challenging.
Yeah.
I hope that came through
I think
this
so.
demo. But at the same time, we tried to identify and remove all the elements that we could see would be frustrating for, especially for the mainstream
Right.
audience. It's probably the biggest challenge ahead of the dev team to make a game like this, because we do believe that that feeling and that sense of satisfaction and reward in games is something so addictive and so cool.
Right.
That's our dream. We just would love to give it to more people. And that's what Lords of the Fallen is attempting to be, a game that gives the same level of challenge and the same satisfaction, but we try to get rid of the frustrating element. Fingers crossed, when the game comes out, we're going to see whether that works out.
When
but that's
does
our goal.
Lords of the Fallen come out?
It's coming out fall this year.
Okay.
We definitely don't want to be one of these games that slips into 15.
Yeah.
So it's fall 2013, and it's PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
Great. Tomas, thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our pleasure to serve you for the rest of the day here from the E3 show floor. What's coming up next on that live show? Well, there's only one way to find out. Stick around.